Okay, so today we're going deep on this pretty massive project,
Mm-hmm.
the Dakhla Atlantique Port in Morocco.
Right.
Um, and I gotta say, just looking at the research here,
Yeah.
it's clear this is way more than
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
some harbor upgrade,
Oh
really.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
this is a whole other level.
This has the potential to like really change how global trade works.
It really does. I mean, the scope of this is just incredible.
And for Morocco too, right?
Absolutely.
Put them on a whole nother playing field.
Yeah, it's really positioning Morocco as a leader in, global trade and really kind of pushing them to the forefront.
Okay, so we've got all this research, like
Yeah.
mountains of it.
We do. We have a lot to cover.
But I think that the really interesting stuff is how this port's not just about like bigger ships and more containers.
Right.
It's about connecting continents,
It is.
boosting Morocco's economy like crazy,
Yeah.
and even changing the game for all of Africa.
Yeah.
For regional integration, exactly.
So you ready to dig in?
I am definitely. Let's do it.
All right. So first things first, location.
Yeah,
We're talking the Moroccan Sahara,
right.
right on the Atlantic coast.
Prime real estate.
I keep seeing this phrase like strategic location pop up.
Yeah, you're going to see that a lot.
But like, what does that actually mean?
Right.
Why is this spot so special?
So imagine this.
Yeah.
You're standing at the crossroads of like a massive trade superhighway.
Okay.
You're controlling the flow between Europe, Africa, the Americas. That's the power that Morocco is wielding here.
Wow.
This port puts them right smack in the middle of all those major shipping routes. Cuts down on transit times,
Right.
lowers costs. It's a shortcut that everyone wants to use.
So it's not just being on the coast. It's about being in the right spot.
Exactly. It's all about that strategic positioning.
Okay, but let's go deeper, right? Like this is the deep dive after
All right,
all.
let's dive in. So tell me about the port itself.
Okay.
Is it more than just like docks and cranes?
Oh, it is way more than that.
Okay.
I mean, picture this. You've got solar panels lining the docks, wind turbines powering the cranes.
Seriously?
It's like a futuristic vision of green industry.
Wow.
They're aiming to handle millions of containers every year, and they're using the latest logistics tech to make sure things move smoothly.
Okay.
But it's not just about the port itself.
Right.
They've got roads and railways connecting this to markets deep in Africa.
So it's like a whole interconnected system.
It's an entire network.
They're not just building a port, they're building like an eco-city.
They are. They're really creating a whole sustainable ecosystem.
I am having to like seriously update my mental image here.
I bet.
This is some serious ambition.
It is incredibly ambitious.
But okay, I'm also seeing a lot here about like economic growth
Right.
and job creation.
Of course.
Morocco's not just doing this for the planet's health, are they?
No, they're not. I mean, this is a huge economic engine for the country.
Right.
We're talking thousands of jobs, not just in construction, but in logistics, trade, tourism.
Right.
It's going to have a ripple effect across the entire economy.
So this is part of their plan to become like a leader in Africa.
Exactly. It fits right into their strategy for economic growth and development.
Okay, that's Morocco. But what about the rest of Africa?
Right.
Like, how does this impact the bigger picture?
Well, that's where the African Continental Free Trade Area comes in.
Okay, yeah, I keep seeing that.
Right. It's a big deal.
FECFTA.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
Well, imagine tearing down all the trade barriers between African nations,
Oh,
creating one giant market.
uh-huh.
That's what the FCFTA is trying to do.
So it's about boosting trade between African countries,
Exactly.
creating jobs, strengthening economies across the whole continent.
It's about collaboration and shared prosperity.
And this port is like a key part of that.
It is. It's a crucial piece of the puzzle. It makes it easier and cheaper to move goods between Morocco and other African countries.
Right.
Products from landlocked countries suddenly have a direct route to global markets.
Oh, I see.
It's a game changer for regional integration.
Yeah, this is huge.
It's a really significant development.
Okay, so we've talked about the vision, the scale, the potential benefits.
Right.
But let's be real.
Yeah.
Projects like this, they don't just magically happen.
That's true.
There must have been some hurdles along the way.
Of course, any project of this magnitude is going to face challenges.
Right. Like what were some of the biggest ones they had to overcome?
Well, securing funding is always a major hurdle.
Right.
You're talking about a massive investment, and then there's the regulatory environment,
Yeah.
navigating all the rules and regulations, making sure everything's above board.
Oh, yeah.
That's a complex process.
Okay.
And of course, there's the environmental piece.
Right, because we were talking about all that.
Exactly. You have to make sure that a project this size is environmentally sound. It has to be sustainable.
So were there concerns about the port's impact?
Of course, anytime you build something this big, there are going to be impacts.
Right.
The key is mitigating those impacts and minimizing any negative effects.
So how did they do that?
Well, they had to demonstrate a commitment to sustainable practices,
Okay.
protecting marine life, managing the ecological footprint of the project.
So they had to, like, prove they were serious?
Yeah, they had to walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
And did they?
They did. They really put a lot of effort into ensuring that the port was built sustainably.
Which is pretty impressive.
It is. It's a great example of how to approach large-scale development in a responsible way.
Okay, so stepping back now, big picture time.
Okay.
What's the lasting legacy of this project?
Well, the Dakhla Atlantique Port is more than just bricks and mortar.
Right.
It's a statement. It's Morocco saying, hey, world, we're here. We're a force to be reckoned with.
Right.
We're a major player on the global stage.
They're in the driver's seat now.
Exactly. They're not just along for the ride anymore.
So it's about economic diversification,
It is.
sustainable development,
Uh-huh.
taking a leading role in shaping the future of Africa.
Absolutely. It's a bold statement about Morocco's ambitions.
Yeah. All right, last question,
Okay.
but this one's for our listeners out there.
All right, hit him with it.
Think about the ripple effects here. How might this statement
Right.
change the landscape of not just trade,
Yeah.
but geopolitics in the years to come?
That's a great question.
This is bigger than just one port, right?
It is.
It's about a shift in power,
Mm-hmm.
a new era for Morocco,
Yeah.
and maybe even for Africa as a whole.
It could have a profound impact on the entire continent.
Something to think about.
Definitely a lot to consider.
All right, until next time, stay curious.
And keep diving.
We'll see you in the depths.
See you there.
Bye.
Bye.